A day or two at school will soon put that right, Albert assured him. Now, Albert was very sure that if he went to school for 1 or 2 days, he is going to be again the old sad self, looking all nervous and put out. Certainly, he had lost his high spirits when Yuri saw him next, and that was very true. Surely he had lost his high spirits. He was no more lively or cheerful as he had been when Yuri saw him next. I can't stand it any longer, he said. I really shall have a nervous breakdown. That will satisfy any doctor. And he said that if I keep going to school, I will surely have a nervous breakdown because I cannot withstand, I cannot tolerate any more. Keep it up then, said Yuri. I found a doctor for you. He said, okay, keep it up. Keep going to the school and you will look as if you have the nervous breakdown, and it is good only because I found a doctor for you. You have? Albert's face lit up. Now Albert's face brightened at the thought that Yuri had found a doctor. Oh, good. When can I see him? I have an appointment for you for tomorrow evening, Yuri said. Here's the address. He said he had taken appointment from the doctor for tomorrow evening, and he gave him the address. He handed Albert a piece of paper. Dr. Ernest Vale. Is he a specialist in nervous troubles? Albert read his name and said, is he a specialist in nervous troubles? Not exactly, Yuri admitted. As a matter of fact, he only qualified as a doctor last week. You may even be his first patient. So, Yuri admitted, he said that the doctor from whom he had taken the appointment had just qualified last week only. He became a doctor, and Albert might be his first patient also. You knew him as a student then? Albert asked. You knew him as a student then? I've known Ernest for years. Yuri hesitated for a few moments. He's not a fool, he warned Albert. Then he said, Yuri told him that he knew Ernest, that is Dr. Ernest Vale, for years. And then he hesitated. He thought for some moments and then he said, he's not a fool. That means he's a clever person. So don't try to pretend in front of him. Don't try to fool him or deceive him. What do you mean? Albert asked. Don't try to pull the wool over his eyes. That's all. So he said, don't try to pull the wool over his eyes means don't try to cheat or deceive him. He's not a fool. He will know that you are trying to fool him. Be frank with him. But don't pretend you've got what you haven't. He said, be frank. Tell him truthfully whatever you want to. And don't pretend to have something that you actually don't have. Not that you deserve anyone. He said, but and not that you can deceive anyone, not that you can cheat anyone. Yuri added, you're the world's worst liar. He said that you're the world's worst liar. Worst liar means a person who cannot successfully tell lies, who fails to speak lies. People who don't speak lies cannot speak lies. They cannot pretend. So others can catch on that you are not telling the truth. This was a compliment that he was an honest person and he could not lie. Albert spent the next day wondering what to tell the doctor. When the time arrived for his appointment, he had worried over it so much that he really was quite nervous. Now Albert kept thinking what he should tell the doctor to convince him to give him that certificate of nervous breakdown. He thought so much over this matter that he actually became nervous. I don't really know how to describe my trouble, Dr. Vale, he began. So frankly, he told him that he is not able to describe his trouble, but he did have a trouble. Don't try, said the young doctor with a friendly smile. Yuri has already given me a history of the case. So the doctor said, he was a young doctor, so with a friendly smile, he said, don't try if you don't know, because Yuri has already given me a brief history about the case, about your case. Oh, what did he say? Only that you want me to think you have had a nervous breakdown and say that you must not go back to that school. Oh dear, Albert's face fell. He shouldn't have told you that. Why not? Isn't it true then? So the doctor told him that Yuri had already told him what the problem was. He knew that Albert did not want to go to that school, and that is why he wanted the doctor to certify that he had a nervous breakdown and he should stay away from the school. So now, when Albert says he shouldn't have told you that, he must have felt very embarrassed and awkward, so his face fell, that the doctor knows his intentions. So the doctor asked, why not? Isn't it true then? Yes, that's the trouble. Now you'll say there's nothing wrong with me and you'll tell me to go back to school. So this is why Albert was disappointed. His face fell because he thought now the doctor will tell that you have no problem and you should go back to school. Don't be too sure of that, said the doctor. He said, don't be so sure. Don't assume what I will tell. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you are in a nervous state about that school. So he reasoned out, he said that as a matter of fact, I can see that you definitely have problem going to that school, because if he did not have that trouble, he would not have bothered to think about such an idea also, that the doctor should certify and keep him away from school. But I haven't told you anything about it, said Albert, wide-eyed. How can you know that? Now, because the doctor was very understanding, he himself had been a student a week ago, so he could understand the psychology of a student. But Albert is surprised. He says, how do you know? I haven't told you anything about what I face in that school, because you wouldn't have come to see me about this if you hadn't been pretty close to a nervous breakdown. So the doctor said that if you had not been very close to nervous breakdown, you wouldn't have come to me for help. That's why now, said the doctor briskly, if I certify that you have had a nervous breakdown and must stay away from school for a while, what will you do? Now the doctor also was concerned, and he wanted to know what will Albert do in case he certified him, that gave him the certificate that he should stay away from school for some time. I'll go to Italy, said Albert, to Milan, where my parents are. And what will you do there? I'll try to get into an Italian college or institute. How can you without a diploma? So the doctor also knew that without school diploma, without the school certificate, how can he get entry into a college? I'll ask my mathematics teacher to give me something about my work, and perhaps that will be enough. I've learnt all the maths they teach at school, and a bit more, he added when Dr. Well looked doubtful. So Albert told him that my mathematics teacher, he might give me some kind of a reference which would help me take admission in college for further studies. And he said that I've learned everything I could or I should in school in maths. And then he adds a bit more to convince the doctor when the doctor looked doubtful. Well, it's up to you, he said. I doubt if it will come off, but I can see you're not doing yourself or anyone else much good by staying here. How long would you like me to say you should stay away from school? Would 6 months be all right? So now the doctor says, well, it's up to you. If you feel that way, if you think you can do like this, I doubt if it will come off. But I can see, he says that I doubt that everything will work out as you're saying. It might not be all that easy, but I can see that you are not doing yourself or anyone else much good. He could see that Albert staying there at school was futile because he was not doing any good for himself or for any other person also by staying there. How long would you like? Then he asks him, how long you want to stay away from school? How much time I should mention? Would 6 months be all right? This is very kind of you. Albert was so happy. He said that this is very kind of you. It's nothing. I've only just stopped being a student myself. He says that it is nothing. So don't be so uh, grateful for that. Don't thank me so much. It's nothing. I've just stopped being a student myself so I can understand what a student feels. So I know how you feel. Here you are. Dr. Vale handed him the certificate and the best of luck. So the doctor gave him the certificate and best of luck. How much? Nothing. If you have anything to spare, invite Yuri to a meal. He's a good friend of mine and yours too, I think. So when Albert asked him for fees, the doctor said nothing. And then he said that if you have money, you take Yuri for a meal. Give him a treat. He's a friend of mine and I think he's your friend too. Albert had no money to spare, but he pretended he had and took Yuri out to supper. Albert did not have money, but still he pretended as if he had, and he took Yuri out for supper, for dinner.